If you're the type of person who's always doing something, always solving problems, always producing, even when no one is asking you to, then maybe this video is for you. Perhaps you find it difficult to rest without feeling like you're wasting time. Maybe your mind is always 2 steps ahead, thinking about the next problem before you've even finished the current one. Today, I want to show you something important. This is not a diagnosis nor a label. It's simply a gentler way of understanding how your body and mind have learned to function and the hidden superpowers within. If any part of this behavior seems familiar to you, share in the comments. This is a quiet space to recognize yourself and better understand your own superpowers. Your body never stops, and that says a lot about who you are on the inside. You sit down, but your leg wobbles. You lie down, but your mind stays awake. You finish one task and immediately look for another. In the car, at the market, in the bank queue, if there's an empty space, you fill it if silence were too uncomfortable. Perhaps this isn't pure anxiety. Perhaps it's a body trained to always be ready. And this reveals something powerful. You have an energy for action that doesn't depend on external motivation. When resting hurts more than working, your system is protecting you from the silence. Some people love vacations, but you might feel restless as early as the second day. If something were out of place. You try to watch something to relax, but she ends up picking up her cell phone, answering messages, organizing something. Resting seems more tiring than taking action. Perhaps work isn't just about productivity. Perhaps it's a way of avoiding certain voids. And this reveals a hidden superpower. You've learned to stay strong even when the silence weighs you down. You check your phone even without a notification. Your brain is in constant alert mode. You unlock your phone almost without realizing it. There is no sound, no vibration, but something inside you wants to confirm that everything is under control. In meetings, at home, even in the middle of a movie, it's as if your attention is always divided. Part here, part already anticipating what might happen. This is no simple distraction. It is a mind trained to predict, anticipate, and avoid surprises. And there's a superpower in that. You notice signs before most people do. If you've noticed this way of reacting in yourself or someone close to you, right? This sounds like me. This helps this video reach more people who think and feel similarly. Feeling guilty on a Sunday afternoon is a signal from your body, not a character flaw. Sunday isn't even over yet, but his mind is already on Monday, a slight pressure in the chest, as if something were delayed. While other people relax, you feel you should do something to move things forward, reply to an email, organize the week, be productive. Perhaps this guilt isn't an excessive demand. Perhaps it is a body that has learned to associate value with movement. And the hidden superpower here is responsibility. You take your commitments seriously, even when no one is watching. You turn every pause into a task. Your mind has learned that stopping is dangerous. You wait for someone to arrive, and you immediately open your notepad. She has 15 free minutes and decides to organize something. Even during breaks, you can find something useful to do. It's as if the empty time is calling you by name. If not producing anything, we're almost forbidden to you fill out, resolve it, move it forward. Perhaps at some point in your life, to stop meant losing something important, and the superpower that emerges from this is natural discipline. You act even when no one is pushing you. Even when praised, something inside you has already jumped to the next problem to solve. Someone recognizes your effort, that he says he did a great job. You say thank you, but inside you're already thinking about what's still missing. It's as if the praise doesn't have time to land, that he walks past you and goes away quickly, because your mind is already a few steps ahead. Perhaps this isn't ingratitude for the recognition. Perhaps it's an internal ruler that never stops rising. And there's a superpower in that. You constantly evolve, even without applause. Your stomach tightens when your schedule is empty. It's your body signaling that it's confusing value with production. When the week is packed, you even complain, but deep down, she feels a strange sense of security, as if being busy were silent proof of importance. Now, when the schedule gets too empty, a discomfort arises that is difficult to explain due to slight tightness in the stomach, a restlessness in the body. Perhaps, at some point, you learned that being necessary was the safest way to exist. And the hidden superpower here is reliability. People know they can count on you. You fall asleep thinking about lists. Your mind is still working while your body tries to rest. You lie down, the light goes out, but then my head starts to light up. Market list. This is a message you need to reply to point one detail you can't forget tomorrow. The body wants to relax, but the mind continues to organize the world, as if it were his responsibility to keep everything running smoothly. Perhaps this isn't excessive worry. Perhaps it's a deep sense of responsibility that never switches off. And the superpower here is strategic clarity. You see the steps, organize the paths, and maintain direction. If this explanation has made things clearer about your personality, comment, "Now I understand better." Your participation strengthens this self-awareness community. The inability to do nothing hides a rare superpower. You sustain the effort when everyone else gives up. In long-term projects, you're the one who keeps going. When the initial enthusiasm fades, you're still there doing what needs to be done. While some lose their rhythm, you maintain consistency, even tired, even without applause. You might not even realize how rare this is, that silent strength to keep going. And that's a powerful superpower, emotional resilience that sustains long-term results. Behind the feeling of never being enough, there is a mind that has never stopped growing. Perhaps, deep down, the unspoken message is, I could have done better, even when you've already accomplished a lot. You mentally review old conversations, reconsider decisions that he imagines more efficient versions of himself. But look at this carefully. This restlessness is also a movement that it is a mind that refuses to stay still in the same place. Perhaps you've never been insufficient. Perhaps you simply have a constant urge to expand. And the superpower here is continuous evolution. You are always becoming. If you recognize yourself in several of these points, take a deep breath now. Nothing here mentions any defects that IT talks about protection, adaptation, and strength built over time. Your body learned to keep moving. His mind learned to anticipate. His heart had learned to bear the responsibility. Maybe you don't work nonstop because you want to prove something. Perhaps you work nonstop because, at some point, that was the safest way to exist. And when you start to see it with kindness, something changes. The consequences will come to light. Guilt becomes a choice. Have you ever noticed this type of behavior in yourself or someone you care about? Share your experience in the comments. Sometimes, just reading similar stories makes us feel much less alone. If you enjoy content that reveals the hidden superpowers in your personality, subscribe to the channel. Here, we look at common daily habits with a calmer, deeper, and more human perspective.